Hello and welcome to Titanium Chaos Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Cancer, alright? So this is going to be for any planet or star you have in your chart under Cancer. If you do, then great. If you don't, well, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out, okay? And if you are a cross-watcher, I welcome you with open arms because heaven knows I was a cross-watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now the way I work is that I first pull cards from the Radlech Valentine Fairy Tarot deck, then I clarify those with the Brian Froude's Fairy Oracle, and finally, if I need any further clarification, I use Sylvia Nestor's Mirror Truth Lenormand deck. Now, it's very important to note that we all have an intuition, and it's key that we learn how to use it so that we know what's coming and what is not, also what to take in a reading and what not to take in a reading. And another note is that a reading is like a snapshot of what is the possible future that will come soon, okay? And if you don't quite like it, you have two choices. One, you change the reader, or if you like me, if you like the way I read and you want to make it happen, what I'm picking up on, you can change the way you do things. Okay, those are the two ways I found up to date. Okay, now with that being said, let's get into your cards, my Cancers. Yes. Yes. Okay. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cancers, please come forward and share what they should expect. Next, first card. You got the Justice in the reverse. Justice pointing towards the right. Justice is Libra. It's the Libra major arcana. Okay? So, now, please, okay, there we have it. And the next card is the Seven of Summer pointing towards the left. And the other card is the Prince of Autumn pointing towards the right. No, stop. Okay. I'm hearing Taylor Swift song. Say you'll remember me, standing in the sunset, baby, red lips and the rosy cheeks. Say you'll see me again, even if it's just in your wildest dreams. Wildest dreams. Okay. Taylor Swift. Wildest Dreams. I actually don't know the actual title of the song. But I wrote it down. Okay. These angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cancers, please come forward and share what they should expect the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cancers. And you got the Queen of Spring in the upright. Okay, now let us clarify. Yes. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cancers. So, the Justice pointing towards the right is clarified by Pohariel of the waters pointing towards the left. With Los Gunas at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Singer of Transfiguration. Okay. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Cancers, please come forward and share what they should expect by clarifying why the Seven of Summer is here pointing towards the left. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Cancers, please come forward and share why the Seven of Summer is here pointing towards the left. And you got Ilby the Retriever with the Journeyman at the bottom of the deck, followed by Gotcha! Surprise! Gotcha. As well as Penelope Dreamweaver. Okay. Please, angels and guides, anyone who has good who has a message for my Cancers, please come forward and share why what they should expect for the coming week by clarifying why the Prince of Autumn is here pointing towards the right. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cancers, please come forward and share why the Prince of Autumn is here pointing towards the left. And we got Pohariel of the Waters, as well as Taum the Poet at the bottom of the deck with Fairies of the Future behind that. Nice. Alright. I might be humming it completely wrong, but in any case. Okay. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Cancers, please come forward and share why the Queen of Spring is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Cancers, please come forward and share why the Queen of Spring is here in the upright. And we got List of the Shadows, and at the bottom of the deck you have the Laum with Topsy-Turvets. Topsy-Turvets. It's like Topsy-Turrets, but it's Turvets. With, at the bottom, behind that is Singer of Healing in the upright. And behind that, you have Mikkel and Muckle. And behind that, you have the Singer of Intuition. I'm guessing Queen of Spring is demanding a mini deck. A whole chapter of explanation. Alright, now let us start. First card is the Justice card pointing towards the right, which means that this is coming quick or it's happening in the future. How deep a future, I have no idea, but if you continue doing exactly what you're doing now, you don't change a single thing, this is definitely coming into reality, is what I'm getting. Okay. Now. Justice. And the reason why Justice is coming in quickly is because you have gained control over your emotions. You have become serene. You are, oh my gosh, the girl in this card, I've noticed it before, but this time, for some reason, it looks even, it's more clear. She looks like Sandra Bullock with the chin. I think she does. I might be wrong. But anyway, so this to me is signifying that you have gotten control over your emotions. In the past you gained control over your emotions, and so now you're less emotional, which means you communicate clearly with others when you don't feel right, when you're discontent. And that is actually one of the most important factors I've found that is lacking in emotional people, to separate themselves from the situation and to take a bird's eye view over it, so as to not allow their emotions to cloud not only their judgment but the way they express themselves. Yes. And next, that being able to manage one's own emotions, okay, is basically what this card says: sunken treasure. Being able to find that sunken treasure, discovery of self. You are able to, first and foremost, have a control over your emotions, which most people don't even understand, don't even go deep enough to comprehend what an emotion means when it comes up, okay? And as well as discovery of self, which is going inward to figure yourself out, because one of the most important factors of being able to be emotionally intelligent is knowing what happens, how you feel when something comes up. And when that comes up, you know immediately how to counterbalance it, so as to not lose your cool, so as to not lose your shit, so not to get really emotional. When in actuality, what you need is a cool, calm, collected mind, which is very factual. Because other than if you want people to deem you as crazy, you need to be able to keep your emotions under control, right? So this is what the sunken treasure and discovery of self is talking about. As well as, the last card you have is the Singer of Transfiguration. Now, maybe prior to whatever it was that brought Poharial into your life, okay, this accepting of change, when this happened, you transformed completely and utterly. You really transformed, and to such a degree that, to a certain extent, that people could not recognize you anymore because you changed so much. Oh, wow. That is interesting. It's the first time I felt the pain here. In any case. Next card you got is the Seven of Summer, pointing towards the left. Now, cards pointing towards the left to me mean that they happened in the past, or they're happening slowly, right? So this card says no more procrastination. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. Overanalyzing the options. So, just now, in the future, you're gonna have justice, yes, but you only got to justice because of Poharial, and because you went inward and you figured how to manage your emotions. And also, you took a look at everything that was offered to you and what was possible for you, and you made a decision, right? Your power comes from making a decision. No more procrastination. Your power comes from making a decision, and you made a decision, and you're sticking to it. Yeah. And you're sticking to that decision. Now, the first card you got is Ilby the Retriever, which talks of Office of Unclaimed Properties, hopes, wishes, and loyalties. Basically, you had way too much choice here because you were overanalyzing the options because you had too much choice. I mean, it's the Office of Unclaimed Properties. There's so much stuff there that you don't know what to do with yourself about it, right? You're like, what? But you made a choice, and you decided on where you're gonna go. And that is when you got up and started walking in the direction you wanted, towards what you wanted. Now, the Journeyman talks of adventure, independence, polishing of skills, and travel. Ding! So you made a choice, and because of that choice, you are now free to go wherever you so choose. Okay? And with that freedom came a little shock at first because you're like, whoa, what is this? I'm not used to this. I have way too much liberty. It's like when you go from high school to college, at least here in Quebec, okay, it can be shocking to most people who were not really able to transition from that to college life. And then if they weren't, then forget about it, okay? When you transition from college life to university life, it's incredible because you really have to be on top of your schedule. You really have to be on top of your everything you do, right? You practically have no time to do anything other than study, which was my case, but I'm not the norm, so it's fine. Now, next, you have gotcha, surprise, unexpected events, sudden shock, rude awakenings. So that decision you made, which allowed you to go on a new journey, is going to shock your pants off. It's going to shock you to your core. Because you're like, what did I get myself into? Which is basically what most students experience once they get into university, and they're like, holy shit, there's so much work to do. What? So much work. And some people work while going to university, and I'm like, I don't know, man. How did they do it? I have no clue. I was very lucky. I didn't need to go to work and go to school, so I could really only dedicate myself to studying. It was boring, but at least it worked for me, right? Now, this last card in this set, alright, is Penelope Dreamweaver. Okay, and Penelope talks of inspiration, magical dreams, vision. Visions. So once you make a choice, you will be able to go on an adventure, and with that adventure, you will be shocked as to how different it is, and with that new difference, you will be able to start dreaming and scheming of what it is you actually want. Right? Right. Next. Not last, but previous to last, you got the Prince of Autumn. And the Prince of Autumn is pointing towards the right. So like I said, a card pointing towards the right means that it's coming in quick or it's happening soon. How soon, I have no clue. But if you keep doing what you're doing, it should pan out, okay? Now, the Prince of Autumn is a very dependable, protective, chivalrous, humorous individual. Okay, this card says cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. Yep. Kindness to others. Pointing towards the right. Now, if this is talking about what you are becoming, the individual that you are embodying, okay, it says that it is inner transformation, irrevocable change. That is possibly why people were so shocked. They were like, well, who is this person? I don't remember this person being like this. That's quite surprising. Next card, you have Taum the Poet. Now, Taum, as you can see on this card, is quite intently looking at something. Now, this card says erotic energy, laughter, clear sight, poetry, not getting into serious mischief. So this, as Dharma Jane says, it is Edward Cullen. I would add to it the silent but broody romantic who expects you to know what he's thinking at any given moment. Right? So I guess you are being or attracting that type of person into your life. Okay? And then you have the fairies of the future. Now, the fairies of the future talk of being here now, right? Because you only create your future from right now. If you want to create a good future, you have to start right now. Actually, you have to start yesterday, but if you can't start yesterday, you have to start now, planning for the future. That's what this means. Guidance, forward moving. So if you are here now, you'll basically have a clearer intent, clearer understanding of what needs to get done and how you must do it, okay? Now, next card is the Queen of Spring. Now, the Queen of Spring is in the upright here, and this lady, okay, is brilliant, loyal, talented, and friendly. Okay, it says, believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you. Maintain a balance between work and home life. I look at this and I see, what do I see? I see, I see employed mothers who not only take care of their kids, they also cook, they clean, they do all this stuff, and then they go to work and, you know, they're expected to do all this stuff, right? It's a lot. So give your mom a hand or hug your mom. She's going through a lot if she works. And I'm sure if she doesn't work, she still has a lot to do. Because moms have the most difficult job in the world. They do. Yep. Now, the reason why the Queen of Spring is here in the upright is because of List of the Shadows. The reason why you're basically believing in yourself and believing that wonderful people want to help you is because you've healed your shadow. Now you see the possibilities that are around you. And you've gained self-esteem, is what I'm picking up on from this card. And with that self-esteem, you also learn how to give and receive love unconditionally. Well, actually, it's giving and receiving unconditionally, period. But because you've done the inner work and because you have gained clarity about what needed to be fixed on your shadow side, you are now being able to tap into this energy. Okay? Okay. Next, you got Topsy-Turvets. And Topsy-Turvets talks of changing of viewpoint. Fresh looks, new ways of seeing. New ways of seeing what? I feel like it's new ways of seeing, unconditional giving and receiving, because you're not yet fully made up your mind. You're kind of on the fence about something still. So that's what I get from this card. The next is the Singer of Healing. Now, the Singer of Healing talks of healing mind, body, and spirit. So for you to be able to move away from this topsy-turvets, you first need to heal your shadow. If you haven't fully healed your shadow, you should do it now, because or else nothing will ever come to fruition for you, because you will always be looking for, I'm talking from experience, okay? So you'll always be looking for that one little glitch that'll completely ruin the whole event for you or whatnot. Now you have Mikkel Amakkel, which talks of everyday blessings, everyday blessings, play, and mixed blessings. And with being able to see the mixed blessings that are in your life currently, you will be able to tap into this energy, the Singer of Intuition. Now, the Singer of Intuition talks of perceptiveness, oracular powers, awareness, and trust. You are now becoming aware of everything that is around you, is basically what it's saying. Basically aware of all the blessings that you are surrounded with. Okay? And with that, my Cancers, I wish you guys all a very good week, because that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to help. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price, okay? Now, we have reached 60 subscribers, so next... Wait, I'm going to write this down because I'll forget. Next Thursday, okay, I'll be doing a draw for a winner of a free reading or healing. Okay, so all you gotta do to subscribe is send me an email in the box below. Send me a message in the box below about your name, contact info, and the type of reading or healing you'd like. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can send me a message. Well, you can send me an email at the email in the box below, and I will add you to the list. Okay? And with that being said, I would like to remind you that we all have an intuition, and it is key that we learn how to use it so that we don't get bamboozled by readers. Bamboozled. Alright, by readers, number one. Number two, so that we remember that we have the last say. If we like a reader, we keep keep on listening to her. If we don't, him. If we don't, we change it. It's as simple as that. Or we change what we're doing. Okay? So, with that being said, my gorgeous Cancers, I wish you guys all a very good week. And I will see you next time. But first, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And leave me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. Okay? And with that, I wish you all adieu. Alright? Bye.